We got one of those rare, beautiful days in Michigan in December. Sunny, warmish. I think it's going to get up to 50 today. And we're supposed to have a really good wind, which will dry up this water trough mess we have in the front. I'm trying to keep all the water in the front so the whole coop isn't wet. Pansy's still giving me flowers. It's like this is the perfect spot for some of my plants. Catnip is good for chickens. And if you put dried catnip in the coop, it eliminates mice or lice and mites. So I've been putting a little bit in there. Eucalyptus. This is as far as I've ever gotten with the eucalyptus in the wintertime, so let it ride. The catnip is outside in the really cold, frigid weather. So there's a lot of dead, dried stuff I can use, but there's some new growth for later. I love being in here on sunny days. It's like being outside, but not. And I like hanging out with my birds. Much nicer day for foraging. Found some really pretty things out there. Things that are close to home, within walking distance. It was definitely worth going for another walk. It's not perfect, but my freak flag is flying. I love it. I don't have to be perfect. And I've decided I will not buy any more things from the store to decorate these pots. It's too fun doing it this way, and everything's edible if I do it this way. I found red berries and blueberries. Where's the red ones? I may even go for another walk and get a few more. I found a lot of it along this hedge on the roadside and on the far side of the property. On the other side of these cars is a property field, which has a stuck truck in it. Somebody's been out there. Looks like they may be dumping stuff back there, so I'm gonna have to report it. But he got stuck. Wind. It's really picked up. I was expecting it. I'm done with all my work. That wind knocked my power out. It's the second time this week I've had to use the generator. Greenhouse 2. I was cleaning out the coop earlier. Took some of the leftover straw and put it in here. It's been covered for, I don't know, a week. It was covered for a week. Straw will help keep it from freezing along the edges, which is where it freezes first. So I won't have to cover it again for, I don't know, at least a few days. When the broccoli air out. Doesn't look great, but it's alive. How pretty this is. Catches my eye every time I walk by. Nice to have something pretty in December to see when I'm walking around. I miss being outside, so I'm sure glad we had a nice day. Everybody got to come out of their pen today. Ducks got this pond all stirred up, but I seen all 4 goldfish. I see these 2 down here. There's the goldfish. Ducks just love having a pond to escape to when I let them out. All they have is a big water dish and they're cute. I emptied this pond, but it's filling back up on its own from snow and rain. The animals haven't been back here at all. We've got the back closed off permanently because of the wind. Blew it up. I've already started winter sowing. Lupine and blackberry. Just doing 1 jug at a time. I've only done it once, but a lot of people have done it year after year, and I loved the way my thing. That pansy hanging that I showed you at the beginning of the video is a winter sown in a jug pansy. And pansies are tricky because they don't like the heat. One of my favorite spots. This is a new spot this year. I had more plants than would fit in my old spots. So I added this section and I love it. I wake up in the middle of the night or really early in the morning, which, because I go to bed so early, typical of me. But anyway, it just the feeling that I got when I walked through here to turn my coffee on was just a magical start to the day. Propagations. Something I first time tried to propagate. So we'll see how it goes. This I'm in love with. I know it won't stay this way in the house, but it would have been worse if I would have left it in the greenhouse because I'm turning the heat off. Yeah, I lost power. I lost my light in the big tank. When I turned generator on, it didn't come back on. So I'm just going to leave it until the power comes back on, and then I'm going to figure it out. Hopefully it didn't burn my light out. That's a $500 light. My bedroom's on the other side of the house, so this, I walk through all this in the morning when I'm up making coffee. It's just delightful. The babies that came out of the pond. The goldfish and the mollies had babies. I didn't know that at first. I thought they were all mollies, and then I looked a little bit closer and noticed that some of them were goldfish. We had a lot of frogs in the pond at the end of the season, and I think a lot of the babies got eaten. Got as many as I could. The female Molly died about 3 weeks after I brought her in. But I'm sure there's a bunch of females in the baby herd.